Wait. Harley Quinn is single in this movie? You know, some women like to call me a joke. The Birds of Prey trailer has landed online, guys. Finally, we get to watch this thing, not just in theaters as a pretend It Chapter 2 trailer. So what I'm going to be doing here for you guys is giving you a trailer breakdown of the Birds of Prey trailer, pointing out some things you might have missed, really just talking about my excitement for this movie. But be sure to let me know what you guys caught that I missed, and if you're looking forward to this movie. So let's just get right into it. We start off here with Harley Quinn in a voiceover. Now, this is actually like super reminiscent to something that would happen in the Batman animated series, like if this was a Harley Quinn solo episode. And Margot Robbie just has that Harley Quinn voice down, but getting to it, she is at the bar here. Harley Quinn's obviously here throwing back them drinks, going through this breakup. She's here conversating with Black Canary. Now, this is one of the female characters that will make up this sort of Justice League of Women. Her powers can best be described as a sonic scream. But getting back to Margot Robbie, I am loving her performance here and the way she breaks down her name and what she means as just a servant and how little she thinks of herself. I can't imagine what the Joker did or what she did to have the Joker throw her away, and it's like, it's over, girl. But it really points to what this movie will be about and center of these women coming to their own, not needing someone else to be attached to. So probably all these other women that Harley Quinn comes in contact with have their own Joker, which will probably be Ewan McGregor's Black Mask that they're trying to emancipate themselves from. Another heartbreaking shot here. For one who didn't completely love the Suicide Squad, I still really enjoyed the dynamic between Jared Leto's Joker and Harley Quinn, and to see the pain in her eyes of how they just broke up right now and her cutting her hair off, it just really goes to show if you have the male Joker being nominated for Oscars, what's to say that Harley Quinn herself can't be nominated for Oscars, because Margot Robbie's got the talent for that. Something interesting I want to point out here though is, so when she says they did break up, and then we look at the picture drawn on the board, it's kind of iffy right now. We don't know if Jared Leto's Joker is still in this DC universe. Heck, it's even kind of wonky because with the new Suicide Squad reboot that James Gunn is working on with the same title except with we can kind of assume that movie is no longer canon, and looking at this picture, it is further proof to me because this looks nothing like Jared Leto's Joker. I mean, it doesn't have the shiny grilled teeth, it doesn't have the tattoo damage on the forehead, even the hairstyle is a little more classic 50s looking than Jared Leto's faded, slick back hair. This movie could somehow possibly introduce us to the new DC Universe Joker. But I am just running off a lot based off a picture. Whoever drew that picture for Harley Quinn, she needs her money back. Moving on here, we see a building that got burnt down. Now, it's kind of hard to tell what this building was, but at the end of the trailer, it's pretty obvious what this structure was, because when Harley Quinn is walking away at the end of this trailer, this building reads chemical plant. And the most famous chemical plant in the DC universe both gave the Joker and Harley their appearances. So this could be her metaphoric way of cutting all ties with the Joker, or stopping the Joker from creating more men or women like him. By destroying her birthplace where she was dropped in a vat of toxic chemicals, she's going to be destroying, in essence, the source of Mr. J's power. One right here that I'm hoping shines through in this movie as much as Harley Quinn is Mary Elizabeth Winston's character. She'll be playing the character of Huntress. You can just pretty much assume her to be like a Hawkeye, but with a crossbone. But they are sticking with some faithful elements, even though they're not giving them the comic book look. I mean, their helmet right there has a purple shade to it. Her makeup has a bit of a purple hue, and she's got a crossbone right there. And Mary Elizabeth Winston is just a dame if I've ever seen one, so I'm very happy she's included in this movie. Queuing up next to Ewan McGregor's character here, who will be playing Black Mask. Now, to some people out there who might be uncomfortable with this next statement, screw you. Ewan McGregor's character will be homosexual in this movie. I don't know why that matters, but they felt the need to tell us that before the movie came out, so I feel the need to tell you. If you're familiar with the Black Mask character, you know he's basically a glorified mafia boss, does a lot of dealing, and these could be some of the women stepping in his way. We did get shots of female police officers, so this could be some of the officers that get in the way of Black Mask's work. One thing that I'm absolutely thrilled that they put in this movie is they're giving Harley Quinn her freaking hyenas, man. If you were a fan of Batman the Animated Series, you know Harley Quinn ran around with a pack of hyenas. And the fact that they actually are gonna give her one, she's picking it out right now to the pound the same way I got my Chihuahua, and later we see her feeding it Twizzlers. This is gonna be the dynamic dynamic that fills in that Mr. J vibe. Because we all know when women break up with their boyfriends, they turn to a life of cats. And well, Harley Quinn went to a life of hyenas. And it might just be me, but the effects in this movie look great because that looks like an actual hyena right in front of Margot Robbie. Moving on to what looks to be the mission here of the Birds of Prey is they somehow come in contact with Black Mask and either end up working for him or being a road bump in his plan. Perhaps the opening of the movie with Harley Quinn blowing up the chemical plant had something to do with the Black Mask work and is now coming after Harley Quinn as payback. Like we said, we still don't know what this whole breakup between Harley Quinn and the Joker was. Maybe the Joker sold out Harley Quinn to save his own butt for some reason, and now Harley Quinn has to make a deal with Black Mask to save her own butt. That will include her own little Suicide Squad of women, because she's obviously right here under the custody of Black Mask as dressing up as a Marilyn Monroe type, performing for him with his henchmen, because if you know anything about Batman villains, they like to dress up like their master, and these are definitely some Black Mask henchmen. Bringing it to another jaw-dropping scene here, that looks to me like a Joker base if I have ever seen one. You're telling me that Circus base doesn't have the Joker somewhere in here? And with how often they're saying his name and putting it out there in this film, something is telling me we're gonna get to see some sort of cameo of the Joker in here. But this looks to be like the final mission ground for the Birds of Prey, probably the final act where the main action sequences will go down. And just to remind you that this movie is rated R, you have Harley Quinn breaking the knees of one individual, and just has me more excited to she's gonna use that mallet to smash someone's head like a watermelon. One thing that's making my job difficult but should be great for us is they're keeping things pretty close to the vest, because there's not much we can pull out of what is going on in this trailer. I mean, we definitely have some great action sequences of Harley Quinn fighting some guys in a jail cell, and her voiceover talking about how she wants to be the one that's feared, not Black Mask or the Joker. This really will be a sort of redemption story. Maybe she's not gonna be a hero, but she will be sort of an anti-hero for this universe, and for the Harley Quinn character, I'm okay with that. If it was the Joker, I don't think I'd be okay with that. Only thing bumming me out is we get more shots of Ewan McGregor's Black Mask, and well, he doesn't have his Black Mask on, so that might be something we see towards the end. For all we know, he seems like a very vain person in this movie. Harley Quinn could do something to ruin that pretty face that leads him to wear a black mask. Other than that, though, I am super excited for Birds of Prey. I really did not think my excitement level would be this high for a movie like this. If anything, I saw this as Diet Suicide Squad, but this is looking to me to be better than Suicide Squad, because it looks like they have the correct tone, the right balance of action, humor, grittiness, and I wouldn't mind seeing a continuation of Harley Quinn doing crazy stuff with other female villains in the universe. Can we get a Poison Ivy in here eventually? I would freaking love that. But let me know what you guys thought about the trailer for Birds of Prey. Are you excited for this movie? What did you think about the trailer? Did it turn it around for you? Are you even interested? You know I'm gonna see this thing. Also, by the way, guys, if you want to see my trailer reaction of this going down, you can head over to my friend Austin Burke's channel. I'll link it down below. He's currently visiting because, well, we're watching The Joker tonight, finally. And so I did a trailer reaction on his channel that you guys can check out. But as always, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.